Greetings, housemates, and welcome back to Let's Play XCOM Art of War. I'm Phwop, and this is an alien terror attack in St. Petersburg. They're trying to take out St. Petersburg with their nasty, nasty aliens. I've been working on zombies and chrysalids, and I can tell you they are now kind of frightening. I wanted to make sure that this is the terror mission that is like all zombies and chrysalids, no guns, and I wanted to make sure that it was actually challenging. And up till now, I feel like the chrysalids have been kind of a pushover, especially thanks to all the multiple attacks we get. Lots of hit and run, really strong against him. And so I tweaked some of their stats and stuff, the zombies as well. This only applies to zombies that are spawned at the beginning of the game. Zombies that chrysalids create never gain any of the bonuses, except for I think like the base health of these other zombies. But yeah, I think I nailed it when it comes to the difficulty I'd expect out of chrysalids. Or at least I do want them to scare you occasionally. And I felt like that wasn't happening before. So we are taking a full squad because it is a terror mission. Harrier is going to be particularly useful. Shivs are really good against zombies with their really high base damage, and I made zombies easier to hit and a little slower. Harriers are quite good, especially versus zombies. Remember, zombies are incredibly susceptible to critical hits. Okay, first off, let's give out the heavy armor, of which I don't have that much. Oh, you already got one, huh? Suiting up before anyone tells you to is technically called appropriating military goods without consent. It's not okay. Okay, thankfully we can armor up the people we want to. Assault rifles also really good thanks to their high number of overwatch. So when you think about zombies, what you're going to think are, I can critically hit them, but they have a shit ton of health, especially because they come in large pods. If you have the second way, if you have target-rich environment turned on, like I suggest, we want to use the marksman racks, as they have the highest crit chance. Since this Harrier is a baby, we're going to give it the slash beam array, which is more accurate but less crit-y. I think I'll give it the precision rangefinder so it can hold back and take infinite range shots occasionally. And extended magazines. Now your choices here: tack armor, tack vest. Remember that hardened now protects you from critical hits, and vest leaves you vulnerable to critical hits, basically. We're going to stick with vest for her. Cover doesn't really matter, but the Harriers we really want to be able to get around the battlefield. Okay, our operator. We're gonna put the stiletto beam array on you, and I think the analysis module for those banging critical hits. The stiletto beam array doesn't have the best crit chance, But it does come with Bullseye, which really buffs your crit chance, and the analysis module can give it about a 50% chance to crit. And when it does crit, the damage will be like 14 or something, which would be great. We don't have much movement to spare here. The zombies are a great place to use these high crit sidearms, for sure. Let's go with the breacher rack on you. Also, needle grenades, super good here. Shredder rocket, really, really good against chrysalids and zombies. Okay, rapid fire, but no Avenger. Naturally, quite fast. We're gonna give her the laser burst array. T-Long. Give him the heater as he has Avenger and light him up. Analysis module. And Bastion rigging. Alright, this Harrier has Snapshot. That means we want to keep the sniper rack. If you have Snapshot and you take the marksman rack, you will suffer the Snapshot aim penalty if you fire as your second action. That is not my fault. It's just how the cookie crumbles, and I'm sorry about your cookie, but there's nothing I can do. Extended mags isn't a bad idea. You know what? I think I want... No, we'll be fine. The full-length sniper rifle has a very low crit chance. That's how that cookie crumbles. We will also be bringing... a needle grenade on you. Attack armor, remember cover's not going to help us. So if you've got the movement, take the heavier armor. Our operator is the only one who won't be wearing, who will have low profile. You know what, never mind, there's no point. Bring your heavier armor if you know you're gonna face chrysalids and stuff. This is the one mission where you know you'll be facing tons of zombies and chrysalids. So let's see how it goes. Oh, and red velvet, what do you got? Smart shell for flush. I'm gonna take extended mags instead. The scope and the motion tracker. Getting swarmed is definitely a fear. So let's do it. Because if you're not prepared for the chrysalid attack, i.e. if it's the end of your squad's movement, you can
prepare for deployment.
You can get completely destroyed.
We'll be deploying to Russia for this one.
Not completely destroyed. I mean, you could lose 2 soldiers instantaneously.
Taking place within a major city.
I figured that actually qualifies in most XCOM EW players' categories as completely destroyed. But let's see what we find out. Chrysalids are actually incredibly varied. You never know when you're going to run into a really powerful chrysalid, or when a whole squad of chrysalids is just going to be a nuisance that runs into screaming death. Close combat specialist, incredibly good against chrysalids.
Squad is cleared to engage hostile
Alright,
targets.
18 civilians. This map is big and open, which is bad. Bad for us.
Civilians are in the AO.
And it looks like there are aliens up here. And on the other side of this wall. We do not want to get horribly flanked. And fighting out here is not too bad for our snipers. The only problem is the melee units are rather quick. And this heavy cover car could be an issue. Okay, we do have a somewhere. Don't I have a scout with concealment? Did I pass him already? I guess I don't. Okay, let us see about this squad up. Alright, and they come running towards us. The ship is the perfect unit to draw them out, and this is not a terrifying pile of death. One thing about chrysalids is they do get being surrounded by them is dangerous. Doing anything near a chrysalid is dangerous, so it's better if your comrades pick them off.
Acknowledged.
So. Let's just have our assaults pick these dudes off. Actually, why don't you go for it? So I did take lightning reflexes off of chrysalids because there was much complaining about how many characters got lightning reflexes. Oof. Okay, something must be wrong with the range. I'll make sure to. Don't worry, they can still get you. Okay.
That's affirmative.
We gotta find a place to post up our operator. This seems like the spot. Our explosives and rockets up here. Looks like there's a pod directly in front of us, a 5, and a pod off to the left. We may end up fighting both of those at once. That'd be bad. Overwatch, really important. You need to get as many shots in as possible. It's relatively easy to hit enemies. Oh, so chrysalids now have high natural defense, but do not get lightning reflexes for a long time. It does make them pretty hard to hit at a distance, but they're still quite easy to hit up close. Okay, one pot of chrysalids down, that's good. Uh-oh guys, zombies. Now zombies are not the most observant of the bunch. Just because we can see them does not mean they can see us. Okay, we will open up here with an 84% chance to crit. There are bigger zombies. You know, let's start off with our sniper rifle Harrier. Yeah, look at those hit points, guys. Ooh, that's actually really zombie-like behavior. Oh, that was even more zombie. Wow, that was a terrifying view. And I think nothing could be more appropriate at this moment. A shredder rocket. I know we're gonna hit civilians. Whatevs. Maybe they might not even die. See, it blew up right on top of her. Okay, this is certainly a time for explosives, if ever there was one. Try and spare that civilian.
Catch.
Oops, I had light him up. I should have definitely shot someone because they have a lot of health. Now they're shredded and they're still... Okay, we got light them up here. That one seems tough. You see one 0 crit chance. Definitely means it's a bit more of a badass than the others. Okay, now they are starting to wear down to the point where we can one-shot them. Take our regular shot. Oh yeah, these guys are all too close. That one we can't crit at all. Let's save our sniping units for last. I think we can mop them up.
Roger that.
Zombies are no joke.
That's affirmative.
Okay, let's stand next to each other. Crit against this one.
Kill confirmed.
Oof, 9 damage crit with the heater. Oh. Okay, the shiv. So if they stand next to each other, it helps block off the zombiness. The shiv is going to take shots at the ones that are crit resistant. good weapon sucks at doing that kind of damage anyway. Let's have the operator try and deal with this one.
Move into position.
Okay, he's gonna move up. We're gonna hold both guns at once. Did we not get hit and run for that? Oh, he already used his.
Heading to that location.
Okay, so as you can see, that took a lot of explosiving, including, despite them being shredded. So normally you'd be able to back up, probably, but you can see how encountering two squads of those at once could be a little problematic. Fortunately, they're melee units, so they're kind of dumb. Alright, he's getting too close, but we still get a 40% chance to hit.
Damn it! Missed the target.
The Walking Dead are enough to disrupt anyone's concentration. You can just mosey's on up, huh? Alright, 3 civilians down. Zombies regenerating. I want to drive. Well, I want to scan. Okay, there's a group, probably of zombies up there. I think I can drive out here. The zombie objects. Yeah, the range on close combat specialists must be screwed up. I'm gonna reload that. Laser burst array, let's take our shot. Then I want to move and reload. Where are these enemies?
I'm ready. Let's rock.
Moving.
Okay, so there's some zombies up there. Oh, that was the wrong reload.
Heading out. I'm here, Commander. Moving.
Let's have her reload. Staying reloaded, also really important on this mission in particular. Also having multiple attacks. If you do not have multiple attacks on most of your soldiers, it's not going to be good. Scouts in particular are one of the hardest classes to have multiple attacks on. You do have the hit and run scout, which is perfect for this mission, and then the other kinds, which are not so perfect. Okay, chrysalids are doing their work back there. Let's piss these guys off. Headshot.
Weapons high.
Alright, they stumble in as a groaning horde. Do blow them up some. Aim for the center of mass. because rockets can scatter and stuff. I know civilians could be killed. But we need this damage. And civilians might survive, hey. Looks like we can crit all of them. Since we're using a full-size sniper rifle, let's target the ones with the most health. Ooh. Damage crit. It's actually a low crit chance here. Chrysalids are actually much harder to snipe.
Aye,
Guess we
Commander.
have to move. Come on, soldier. Why aren't you selectable? Okay, we'll use bullseye here. Did not crit, but that's fine. And I don't think bullseye... Looks like it didn't trigger our hit and run, so that's good to know.
Okay.
I'm on it.
Save the civilian. Remember, you could trigger chrysalids or, ooh, more zombies.
I understand.
100% chance to crit. We'll take it.
Out of
Nasty
ammo
crit
here.
that.
Target eliminated.
Is that analysis module at work?
On the move.
Taking them down. Let's get in a bit closer. Yeah, with poor planning, not enough attacks, or a B squad, you could find yourself in a decent amount of trouble on this kind of map.
Enemy troops. Target set up.
Yeah, zombies actually have negative 15 defense, which makes them much easier to hit with Overwatch. So your Overwatchers are going to be awesome here. Plus, since chrysalids no longer have lightning reflexes for the most part. Oh my goodness. Well, first off, who can our snipers snipe? Let's bullseye this one, as he's got 9. There is that bullseye critical hit. And let's take a shot at this one.
Heading out.
Okay, we need an efficient reload here. Analysis module is also real good.
Eliminated. Reloading my weapon.
Moving.
I feel like there's more chrysalids out there, but I guess I could be wrong. Okay, we only got one target.
to engage.
Heading there now. Moving to Overwatch.
Well then, that really does open things up for our corpsmen, which is nice. As now we can use light 'em up without moving. Sick damage, yo. Let's get where we can see these zombies out here. Now, zombies really don't do much damage unless they're larger zombies, or it's later in the game. Mainly, I wanted them to poison and distract you, and just be a pain. Maybe kill civilians. They do like 3 to 4 damage, affected. Oh yeah, there's more chrysalids out there. Affected by damage reduction, which you tend to have. And they won't always kill civilians on the first hit, but you can bet that once they've ruined someone, that is, of course, you're taking 40% extra damage, because zombies can, not all zombies do, but a lot of zombies can apply ruined and racked. Really nasty status effects that aren't all that dangerous on their own. We need to know where the chrysalids are. I want to be where the chrysalids are. Damn it. Okay, we've saved one civilian so far. No one's impressed. That civilian's going down up there.
Let's begin.
Let's get a reload on. You have to be awfully careful. About when you trigger those chrysalids, because they can be devastating. It could roll up on us over here. I don't like that. We do have a full-size sniper rack. I think I'd like to be positioned here. Just in case they do, I want the shotgun.
Reloaded. I'm on it, Commander.
I can't imagine they won't roll on us. Oh, oh, there's a little baby chrysalid. Uh-oh. That is not a baby chrysalid. Oh, they're sending in the zombie core to soak up our Overwatch. 50% chance against that zombie. That's our full range sniper, so that's probably maximum sniper rifle Overwatch distance. The Gauss sniper rifle actually has the longest range in the game when it comes to reaction fire. As Gauss weapons are basically ballistic weapons with extra range damage, armor penetration, and such. Awesome. We take that one out. It's just a matter of line of sight that both these guys fired first. One of the ways that we keep Overwatch from like all going off at once is by mixing up the ranges at which the different weapons actually fire, can react. That way, even if your soldiers are all in a line, if they have different weapons, they will fire at different times, which should preserve more Overwatch instead of having that like clumping effect where 6 people shoot someone at once. Unless that someone shows up really, really close to you, all of a sudden. Oh, 1 damage. Yeah, that's Blade's dead. And now the lids come pouring in. Okay, we lucked out and they were at like maximum range. We've got light 'em up here. Let's actually, wait. Like some of these guys can only shoot 1 or 2 things. Okay, we want hollow targeting. Notice how hard the lids are to hit. Enemy defense, lots. Up close, the increased range bonus that my... now that thing, one of the problems with that thing is it might, I don't know, it probably can't swipe at us. We really need a grenade on these lids. Okay. Oh, seriously, you can't see that zombie? I don't want to ignore that zombie, but I feel like I might have to ignore that zombie. Okay, let's move over here. We gotta go ham. There is, as you can see, one really boss-looking chrysalid here. Okay, that might be worth it. This character's grenades are so good. We want to be sure to land those. Let's try... Okay, this has to happen.
Frag out.
Yeah, will we get 19 damage out of that? Okay, stiletto beam. Where's our other crit-tastic? Out of ammo. Damn it, Sentinel. Okay, we're gonna take our Harrier shot then. Gonna move back.
That's affirmative.
We're gonna reload and we're gonna pray that that weapon isn't necessary. Okay, let's take this shot. Alright, we lucked out and got a crit. And can still drop a bomb on these guys. Okay, let's put some hollow targeting on you.
Damn it! Enemy is still alive.
I would like to try and kill the zombies. With the shiv. Nice. That's what we need. Do it again. Okay, that chrysalid right there, I would think would be instant death for anyone that it caught. That's just my, as the mod creator, personal guess. But you should keep that in mind. Ooh, what is up with this guy? Okay.
On my way.
Remember, there are more aliens.
Covering now.
We're gonna protect this civilian. And reload. Civilian's traumatized. Not gonna move. Remember that the zombies will turn into more baby chrysalids. Although I don't think those chrysalids are nearly as bad as the other ones. I think they spawn with like some really lame base stats. Oh, sir, we were so ready. Yes. Yes.
Out of rounds.
All right, out of ammo, but a worthy use of the last one. Okay.
Position confirmed.
Okay, there are two bad things over there. Hit and run. Not enough, huh?
Ready to go.
Light them up from the Shatter Beam Array. You can see it as being pretty awesome. Okay, it's the Shiv's job to go where no one else wants to go. Nice.
Okay.
You slip over here and protect the civilian.
Get to the ship. Ready to engage.
I'm on the move.
Mission accomplished.
All right, guys. We lost 8 civilians. We killed 29 aliens. That is the 3rd alien terror attack. The infamous Night of the Living Dead terror mission. It looks like we wrapped it up without issue.
Missions like that are sure to
let me
boost
point out that
everyone's
things could go horribly
Well done,
wrong.
Commander.
Wrong map, wrong time, multiple pods triggered at once, and you could be in a bunch of trouble. So let's see what we got here. Level up our Harrier. Hit and run. Snapshot means we'll be using the full sniper rifle. Lone Wolf. With the full sniper rifle, generally you don't need killing field, though some of the sniper rifles, like the beam one, for example, the stiletto beam, has bullseye instead, so killing field is pretty sick. Especially the Harrier class is best at taking advantage of it because they can grapple and running gun up to those heights and shoot. Not lock and load is good, but with hit and run, generally we don't need that. I'm actually going to take killing field, I believe. You know what, if I feel like it's a worthless perk, I will change it in the mod. So let me do that. All right, our corpsmen here, we got low profile, Avenger, field medic. I think I'm gonna go with tactical sense. The person who's got the medikits, I want being fired at the least. And here, we've got Sentinel instead, which means we're using the marksman rifle. With Sentinel, I think Avenger is the best choice. Lone Wolf is not bad, as it also applies even if it's not your turn. But Avenger does give you that sick damage. Plus it helps with your pistol, which as a Harrier is great. Because you can actually be quite effective with hit and run and a solid pistol or a solid sidearm. 6 chrysalids carcasses, we may have blown up a couple of them.
We will be watching.
Alright guys, that was that mission. Alright, we're in danger of losing them, but that doesn't mean much. We really did alright. Let's just see what the next mission is going to be. Alright, time to pull out our first black candle. Let's try and stack some kills here. I am considering some rebalancing of the air war.
Nearing strike range. Disengaging.
Alright, we missed that first one.
Detected.
Let's try again. I'm at least making interceptors cheaper. This guy looks like he's wandering around waiting for us to shoot. We may get up to 3 or 4 interception chances.
Blast the bubble.
Alright, we nailed him, brought him down to half.
Detected.
2 days, 9 days. Let's send out one of the Phoenix drivers to take him down.
Engaging bogey.
I could send out the other black candle, but then I would not have that. Alright, we've got a UFO crash site. These are optional, depending on how your barracks looks. And my barracks looks pretty busy. So we're gonna have to pass for the moment. Lyrium meld weapons fragments. All right, we need to order some more soldiers. Let's see if another mission pops up after. And you're from like way back. Okay, unidentified small. Let's go defensive. Maybe we can actually get a second black candle shot off on this guy, because he's going to stick around for a while hunting our satellites.
We're in pursuit.
Maybe we won't get
Nearing
hit.
strike. No joy here.
Now we did hit it, but it also hit us.
Contact detected.
This guy's just gonna have to go toe to toe with it, try and do as much damage as he can without dying.
Enemy is padlocked. Approaching target now.
Alright, we took it down to half health. I can't go on the mission even if I shot it down. I want less damage on those guys. Okay, and it is time to swap in. Okay, 20 hours. Days. Okay, let's just act like we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Yeah, sure. Item repairs completed. This mission. Eight. I can go on two half missions.
Intel scan concluded. Negative Exalt cell contacts.
Come on, Exalt, get back in the game. We're about to wrap up the geothermal engine. I could use the goodies. All right, guys. Our next mission is going to be this crashed small UFO. Yeah. And hopefully another mission won't pop up for about 2 days because our barracks is pretty tight. We do have 11 active units and a couple coming back in 2 days. In 1 or 2 days we'll have a whole team. That should be close enough. Also, Black Betty will be back in 23 hours. And so will Pixie. But a lot of our other wounded are out for quite some time. So, until next time, my friends, farewell. I hope you enjoyed the Night of the Living Dead terror mission. And I hope you can appreciate how dangerous zombies and chrysalids can be. Maybe you haven't seen them in action yet, really tear into you. That's because if you let them, it gets real ugly real fast. So until next time, my friends, farewell, and I will see you next time.